Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Crypto Takeover coming back with a Bitcoin cryptocurrency video for you today. We're going to go over the charts, take a look at a news article today that we pulled up from CNN Business. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Bitcoin's still not past 20K yet, but we're going to take a look and see if we might be getting there anytime soon. All right, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can be updated every single video that we make on this channel. And excuse the voice, I had some congestion, and hopefully everything gets settled soon with that. But yeah, trying to make a quick video here for you today. And let's see, New York, and this is CNN Business. So obviously CNN still jumping on the hype train just a tad bit of the cryptocurrency takeoff and blast off that we are currently having. So we have CNN talking about a dramatic rise in Bitcoin may seem overly speculative, yet Bitcoin has actually lagged the surges from other cryptocurrencies. So obviously they're talking going to be going into a few other cryptocurrencies, such as some of the alts that may be making better gains than Bitcoin. And then we'll take a look at those charts that they mention, or those coins that they mention on our charts, and get our own perspective of what might be happening with some of these altcoins. While Bitcoin has soared 15% in the past weeks to hit a new all-time high, just under 20,000 Ethereum, the second largest crypto after Bitcoin, is up more than 20% in the past 7 days. Meanwhile, XRP, the third largest cryptocurrency, has surged nearly 25%. Litecoin, Polkadot, Cardano, and Stellar, which are all among the top dozen cryptocurrencies, have enjoyed larger gains than Bitcoin too. Part of what's going on is simple math. Smaller coins can have bigger percentage moves, and there are a lot of other coins that people can invest in, said Greg King, CEO of a firm that invests in digital currency. To that end, Bitcoin is significantly larger than other cryptocurrencies, often referred to as altcoins. The current value of Bitcoin in circulation is about 360 billion. Ethereum's value is just north of 70 billion, while XRP is about 30 billion. Litecoin, the fifth largest, has a value of under 6 billion. It makes sense to investors to have a portfolio with Bitcoin and Ethereum for the long term and own a basket of some of the rest of the others for trading. Low rates and weaker dollar are bullish for cryptocurrencies. Let's see how, okay, so if we can continue on here. But these smaller coins are certain extent riding the hype that has lifted Bitcoin to a new record. Bitcoin has benefited from a weaker dollar and expectations that a prolonged period of super low interest rates will eventually create inflation that boosts the appeal of a digital currency. The explosion in cryptocurrencies is consequent to the economic environment, said Michael Salone, CEO of Fireblocks, a digital asset security firm. Salove added that interest has exploded for so-called stablecoins like Tether and Paxos currencies that are backed by dollars, euros, and other government currencies. And so, as you know, obviously some of these interest returns on some of these stablecoins are quite significant. I mean, up to almost maybe like 20% in annual returns on some of these stable coins if you stake them, if you lend them out to some of your wallet apps. I mean, there's just so many that will give you, such as the stable coins, that give you a really high interest in return too. So I mean, if y'all are interested in some of that, I talk about some of that ways to stake your cryptocurrency inside of the Patreon page. Let's continue on here. He said the looming launch in Facebook-backed stablecoin Libra, which is the process of being rebranded to Diem, may also lead to more average consumers using cryptocurrencies. Investors may also be gravitating to other cryptocurrencies. They fear that Bitcoin is becoming too much of a popular momentum trade. The one thing I think you will see more and more is people understanding that when you only invest in assets, you have concentration risk, said Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, the company that helped launch XRP, in an interview with CNN's Julia on Wednesday. Diversification matters. Diversification reduces risk, Garlinghouse said. So obviously the creator of XRP telling you that diversification is a big thing in crypto too as well. And obviously we have some of those altcoins that we like, mentioned in our Patreon page too as well. Betting beyond Bitcoin. Other experts agree that investors can't bet on just Bitcoin. I can see a scenario where Ethereum can potentially outperform Bitcoin over the next year or so. XRP likewise has finally broken out of its downtrend. Though many other cryptocurrencies have done well lately, several of them are still well below their peaks, unlike Bitcoin, so they may have more room to catch up. So obviously we know we've been kind of preparing for these alts to take off going into 2021 as well. And I do believe that we have not even seen the latest peak for altcoin season yet. I do believe that that is still to come in the near-term future going on into 2021. Let's see. Noted the example of Ethereum now trading around 16 or 650 or 615 now, then 50% below all-time high above 1400 from earlier 2018. There has been more demand from mainstream financial managers about cryptocurrencies, and the big question is what is relative value for these altcoins compared to Bitcoin, he said. There is probably more upside in Ethereum than Bitcoin. A broker from eToro added that there has been more interest lately for Ethereum and XRP as they have gained more recognition and credibility. Some of the even smaller cryptocurrencies may rally even further. Digital tokens such as VeChain, Terra, Compound have each jumped more than 25% in the past week. All of the big altcoins started as small coins. And email. If the crypto market is on an uptrend, we notice that many small investors actually look towards investing in smaller coins and hopefully hitting the jackpot. This could be a healthy sign for the broader cryptocurrency market. It's similar to how stock market investors realize they need to invest in small cap stocks and not just giant FANG tech companies that dominate the S&P 500 and NASDAQ. There's more to cryptocurrency market than Bitcoin, just like there's more to the equity market than Apple. Head researcher, digital assets prime broker. So, obviously we're getting ready for altcoin season, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of these altcoins just start to pop off. And I think that, obviously we've been doing a lot of research on this channel about what altcoins we're looking forward to getting into. And you can come over to our Patreon page if you're interested and see what those altcoins are. Once you join the Patreon page, make sure that you give me your Discord username so that way I can add you to our Discord server and you can get access to our private category on there. But I just put out a new trade for an altcoin that we're looking at as of right now, and we're definitely going to be keeping a close eye on all of our other alts that we are dollar cost averaging into as well. And so let's jump over into the charts. Taking a look at Bitcoin right now, obviously Bitcoin's still seeing a little bit of rejection here at that 20K mark. 20K is sitting right at about this blue line right here. And what we're seeing is consolidation in between our blue trend line and also our 21 EMA. So I would imagine that we'll probably start to trend out sideways a little bit more here and decide to break one direction or the other. That's kind of what Bitcoin's looking like. Nothing too crazy here. We did have a green dot on our 6 hour, which could lead to another nice little bullish push to the upside. I'd be looking for maybe about 9,500 or so, and then decide to see if we're going to continue to push up higher or continue to get rejected by that 20K area or so. So that's what Bitcoin's kind of looking like as of right now. And let's jump over into the alts. Let's actually take a look at the dominance chart to see if the dominance is also kind of lacking here just a tad bit. Taking a look at the 6 hour also, we can kind of see our first sign of a red dot there to the downside. It's a possibility. Also, it looks like the 12 hour may be losing a little bit of momentum here as well with a red dot that could be appearing. Then also money flows kind of rounding off to the bottom as well too. Taking a look at the daily, sitting above one of our trend lines as of right now. If we break below that, we'll probably get a purple triangle here and continue maybe a little bit further to the downside. Our green dot here on our 1 day does look relatively bullish though. Our 2 day probably going to give us a green dot here. I would imagine in the next couple of days or so, going on into next week, Bitcoin could finally push past 20K. That's kind of what it once looks like, kind of here, on, at least on the dominance chart. If we start to see some green dots start to pop off on some of these higher time frames, and then that's what we could expect for Bitcoin at least. Taking a look at Ethereum, let's go over to Ethereum, and then we'll take a look at XRP and Polkadot. How about that? So Ethereum to USD, let's see here. Ethereum to USD here on the daily. I'm a little nervous about this little head and shoulders pattern here that's forming on our daily time frame, but you know, I wouldn't be too bearish here. It looks like we're starting to maybe consolidate on our 12-hour time frame from the looks of it, sitting above our 21 EMA. I would look for a break below our 21 EMA. Same with Bitcoin. We've been holding support on our 21 EMA on our daily time frame, and you know, if we break below our 21 EMA on our daily on Ethereum, then we're probably going to be looking for a move to the 100 EMA, which is right at about $430 or so. Our higher time frames. Still, money flow still looking really good here, so I wouldn't be expecting a huge downturn. Maybe a retest to the 21 EMA on the daily would signal, you know, probably about $540 or so, and then maybe a bounce from there. That's definitely a possibility. But if we break below that 21 EMA, just be prepared for that. All right, so let's take a look at XRP and see what's happening here with XRP. As most of y'all know, XRP has been relatively bullish. You know, this previous month in November, right? And now we're starting to see it kind of trickle off just a tad bit here on our daily time frame. We're getting our first sign of our red Heikin-Ashi candles. So we're going to be keeping a close eye probably here on the 21 EMA as well, sitting right at about 50 cents or so, 51 cents. So if we come back down to 51 cents, that's definitely a possibility for Ripple. I'm still seeing a little bit of sell-off pressure here on the 21-hour. It does look like we are starting to clip up on these mid time frames as of right now, possibly a green dot here on our 8-hour time frame. Money flow still looking relatively good though, so I would expect a little bit more consolidation out to the side here. And then if we start to zoom out on our charts, we can definitely see, like, still on our weekly chart, that we still have quite a bit of momentum to the upside here. But you know, I would still just kind of say that we're probably gonna extend out a little bit further to the side as of right now, and maybe see something happen with XRP maybe in the next month or so. So maybe by the end of December, or going on into next week, we could see another push from XRP too as well. So let's take a look at Polkadot. I do believe DOT is on here as well. We'll do DOT to USDT. So DOT to USDT, I know some of the interest that you can earn with DOT is relatively high whenever you stake it. So this is obviously a nice coin to be into as well. You can see here, looking at our 12-hour, we have been finding support right at about this trend line here, right at about $3.72 or so. And then we're probably looking for some more consolidation out to the side. It does look like we had a nice little pump up to the top side here, you know, retracing all the way back up to $6 or so, and then had a little bit of a sell-off. Now we're starting to accumulate sideways as of right now. But, you know, I probably wouldn't expect us to come all the way back down to $3 or so. I think that this was our consolidation period, and we're probably more than likely just going to continue to rise up a little bit further. So obviously DOT's a pretty new coin for the most part, but our higher time frames are still showing a little bit of consolidation. It still shows that you know, money is coming into this coin as well too. But you know, if we do get a retracement, we could come back down to retest the $4.76 or 74 cent area or so. But we probably want to look for a push back up above our 21 EMA on some of these mid time frames here. And then keeping a close eye on the daily to hold support at the 21 EMA here too as well. But that's a quick look at DOT for you too as well, folks. And I think we're gonna take a look, might as well finish it off with the DXY and just see like how much more bearish we could probably sell off here at the DXY. I know that we were kind of making a little bit of support here on our 12-hour time frame, but for the most part, it's still looking relatively bearish. I mean, if we start to zoom out here on our 3-day chart, money flow is just headed to the downside. You know, this is definitely a good time to be inside of cryptocurrency, obviously, with people very unsure of where things are going to go within the next year or so. So, with that being said, folks, don't forget you can sign up for our Patreon page. It is available. Market Cipher, I believe, is on sale still. If y'all want to find the link in the description box below, that is our main indicator that we use on this channel. And then, other than that, we are doing a $100 giveaway when we reach 3,000 subs. So make sure that you sign up for our newsletter, and don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way y'all can be updated every single video. Share this with your friends and family. Let them know how to get into cryptocurrency. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.